What's going on? It's your dog Art Man. Motherfucking great. Just got done doing some road work. My little bro and shit. Enjoying this nice weather in Minnesota because it's usually snowing out here. So when it's not snowing, it's feeling great. Um, Enjoying my day. About to get into some art and some boxing later on. But right now I want to talk about this motherfucking Devin Haney curse, man. That shit's so funny because it's true. Every motherfucker who says some crazy shit about Dev that had a fight lined up, when the fight came, these guys ended up looking real shaky. And we gotta cook. We gotta cook, yes. And we back. We back. We definitely back. Yeah, man. So I'm just sitting there just looking at this shit like you got Jared Big Crybaby Anderson. You got what do you say? My dude said Richard little Haitian little Africa Hitcherson. And you got motherfuckers Shaky Shakur Stevenson, Shaky Slithering Snake Shakur Stevenson. Straight up, all looked at crazy in their last fight, man. That came out Shakur is holding motherfucking Jared Anderson's fucking Reggie belt. They over here holding that shit like it's a fucking world title or something. Like, for a guy who said he don't really give a fuck about winning belts and all that shit, he sure is the motherfucker walking around with them Reggie belts celebrating that shit. So these top red fighters are so sad. Bob Arum going to shelf with these born fights. Yeah, Bob Arum, they gonna fuck around and start shelving and kicking niggas off. Man, I feel bad for the young dude, Jalen Skywalker. He might get kicked to the curb. Top rank don't play about them losses, nigga, early on. We can't market you if you keep on getting the motherfucking loss. And I know he just got a first loss, but that's just crazy. Like how he just went out like that, young boom. But yeah. Anyways, so Jarek Anderson, his beef with Devin Haney was just out of nowhere. That caught everybody by surprise. For those who don't know, it started with Devin Haney tweeting something about Shakur or something. And then motherfucking Anderson, he comes out talking about some, yeah, when we seen you, you wasn't on shit. You wasn't trying to do nothing. Like on some rah-rah rapper shit. Like you niggas is beefing and you know what I'm saying? And when y'all see each other, y'all gotta throw hands type shit. And they start looking at niggas like, bro, they looking at Anderson like, I know this not the same nigga that was crying in his mama's arms and shit, talking about what you gonna do to a motherfucking lightweight at the time. The nigga was a fucking lightweight at the time. And they talking about he talking about all this rah-rah gangster shit. And we like, bro, like, what the fuck, nigga? You don't got no smoke for no niggas in your division, but you want to talk about motherfucking damn. That shit backfired. It backfired heavy. He had to stop talking about Dev because everybody was like, "Yo, what the fuck you on, nigga? You a whole heavyweight, nigga. You a whole clown out here, fucking trying to come at Dev. What you talking about, nigga? You crazy." So niggas was looking at him crazy, and then you got little Africa, Richard Richardson, little African. This nigga, he's sitting there doing the interview with Matchroom talking about trying to dissect Dev's fucking resume. Nigga, I can't even name 5 people Richard Richardson fought, bro. And I'm not even trying to be funny. I can't even name 5 people that he fought. Zapata, the last dude, Lemon. That's it. I don't know who he fought, who he beat. But he would have dissect their resume, talking about some, and everybody know Cambosos was an easy lick. It was easy. Regis. Everybody know Regis is trash. And nigga, bro, why you ain't beat the niggas? Why you ain't undisputed? What you saying? Why you ain't doing it? I don't like niggas who sit back and start doing that shit. Start dissecting niggas. Like, bro, nigga, I'm a fan. I can say that. And that's why I be saying these social media be getting to these boxers because they start thinking like they the fans. They start talking and thinking like they the motherfucking fans. What you talking about? Talking about some, yeah. And his resume, And this nigga, what's your resume looking like, nigga? And then he go in there and have a fight with Lamone, nigga. That nigga go life or death with that nigga, man. That shit was crazy. He got in that fight, nigga. As soon as the fucking first bell rung, nigga, he already eating right hands and shit. It's crazy shit. So I'm convinced Devin Haney and Errol Spence are the most hated boxers right now, and they're the only ones running to the smoke. I don't understand the hate because they hate the fact that they're still able to shine without the major cosign. You know, they ain't out here cooning, doing some stupid shit, embarrassing themselves. They working hard. Said Jared Anderson has to stop getting in trouble with the law. Like, man, what's so funny about the Jared Anderson situation? I actually watch those type of videos where guys, they hop in the SRTs and the track hawks and shit, and they be trying to outrun the police and shit. I be sitting back on YouTube watching that shit, and them videos be having like millions of views and shit like that. And I'm thinking like, dude, this is a young nigga who just got a whole bunch of cash. All the rappers and shit talking about these Hellcats. So I understand why he out here buying that shit up and trying to do the dash. But then I realized like, hold on, nigga, you can't be out here fucking up because, nigga, we already seen what happened with Errol Spence in car accidents. You don't want to be that guy. You know what I'm saying? So we're blessing that motherfucking Errol Spence survived that shit, but you don't want to be one of those guys out here as a professional boxer, your whole fucking career ahead of you, and then you want to be out here running from the law and shit, getting in car accidents, wrecking and shit. Like, come on, dude. I don't know what it is, man. I feel like these new boxers. This is just my theory. My theory is this, right? These young dudes, right? They listen to a lot of rap, and I hate to sound like some old ass nigga because I'm only 29. But yeah, these young boxers, man, they see the rappers, they see all the, what I'm saying, the nice ladies and all that checking them out. Everybody, the niggas, they rocking with their music and all that. They see they keeping up with the fashion, the chrome hearts and the gallery department and shit like that. So they looking at that shit and they be like, you know what, I like that shit. And I got the money too. Let me live like that too. And then they get to being involved with that shit and they forget that them niggas is not athletes, so they can party every night and wear the chrome hearts and, what I'm saying, take pictures and all that shit all day. They can do that. You supposed to be in the gym working, and a lot of these young niggas be forgetting that shit. Gotta keep them, but it's hard to stay grounded when you're making that type of money and you see the culture looking pretty cool and lit. It's hard, and that's why I look at Devin. I feel like Devin's a pretty special fighter because even though he tends to dabble into that shit too, he still stays focused on his craft and the sport and trying to perfect his legacy. It's not like Anderson who say, fuck the legacy. I'm just trying to get the bread so I can buy me a motherfucking track hawk and wreck that motherfucker and put it on YouTube. It's crazy. It says odd that so many fighters have smoke for Dev. It's a jealousy. I feel like it's jealousy. It's a little jealousy, a lot of jealousy actually. These young dudes need to focus on their own session more than trying to down the next man, prove it in the ring. Exactly. Y'all doing too much talking. Y'all acting like y'all the ones on YouTube and shit. And now these boxers, ain't nothing wrong with it. Ain't nothing wrong with it. But I'm just saying, now these boxers, instead of doing more of the talking in the ring, they out here on the Twitter spaces and shit, doing interviews and shit. Ain't nothing wrong with doing interviews and all that shit. But like, you out here on social media talking to the people who don't give a fuck about you, bro. Like, you supposed to be proving these niggas wrong with proving them wrong with your fists, not with your words on motherfucking Twitter spaces. Because these people don't give a fuck. They gonna clown you. They gonna call you all types of bitches and lame and all that shit, bro. Because you giving them the time. You're not even supposed to be giving them the time. You supposed to be in that motherfucking gym working straight up. But I don't know, man. Maybe I don't know. Like these young boxers, they kind of disconnected from the real old school, where niggas was just locked in. Said besides my nigga Boots, Dev. They really be locked in for sure. Terrence Crawford locked in, definitely. But you said Dev's gonna do a Floyd Gotti performance. I hope so, because Ryan Garcia's talking that stupid shit. Make that nigga pay for fucking tanking this fucking fight. Make him pay. Beat the dog shit out of Ryan Garcia. I cannot wait for that shit. I hope Ryan just bloody that motherfucker up. I mean, Dev bloody that motherfucker up. Knock him out his fucking shoes. Knock his fucking gloves off his hands. Just beat the shit out of that motherfucker, man. Because he's talking too much shit. And he's bullshitting, bro. Releasing the sparring, a doctored up sparring clip. Sessions of you fucking fighting this nigga Tank. So you mean to tell me the whole time Dev and Tank fought in that sparring session, Dev didn't land one punch? Right. That's all we've motherfucking seen. But we know what they say, perception is reality. But Ryan Garcia releasing that shit. And niggas talking about, oh, he was just trolling. He was just trolling. Nigga, all that just trolling shit is stupid, nigga, because the other nigga ain't trolling. Talk about he's just trolling. Who he trying to fool? Us? Because he ain't fooling Dev. Niggas talking about he just trolling. He just trolling. He really training with Derrick James. He really training. It was just jokes, y'all. He was just joking. When have you ever seen Ryan joke like this before a fucking fight? When have you seen Ryan joke like this in a fight before? Says salute. Yeah, salute to everybody in the chat. Says all programming. He'll have to beat him worse than Tank. Get Ryan Garcia out of boxing. Aaron never said nothing bad about Ryan, but Canelo did, and he didn't say fuck Canelo. He disrespect Bud. I know what type of person Ryan is for sure. Tank even said it. He said motherfucking Ryan. Both of them niggas said that. Tank and motherfucking Haney said that. They said that nigga Ryan is fake. He a fake nice person. He be out here pretending like he's just some wholesome Jesus freak, you know, Bible thumping motherfucker, pretending like he just cares about everybody. You know what I'm saying? He's definitely one of them pretending ass niggas, man. You said, get that motherfucker. Said the new narrative be Ryan wasn't focused. He wasn't focused. He was mentally deranged. He was really having a mental attack in the fight. His mind wasn't there. I think Ryan was trying to get killed by the Illuminati before he even come to this damn fight. He was trying to get killed by the CIA to get out this fucking Devin fight. Ain't that a bitch? Ain't that something? We don't want no fucking rematch. I don't want no fucking rematch. I ain't trying to hear no fucking rematch. No, I'm a Haney to get this fight completely to over the fuck with like yesterday, bro. I'm so glad that fight coming up this week so we can get this shit over with. Here, take my little money and watch this fight. We just gonna deal with the bullshit later. I'm pretty sure people gonna be like, oh yeah, well, you see, It's all Devin Haney's fault that the fight didn't sell because little buddy just ain't no draw. He not like Gervonta Davis. You know, he a face. Gervonta's the face and all that shit, which is true. And I understand. I understand Devin Haney is not a bigger draw than Gervonta Davis. Of course not. Of course not. Gervonta Davis versus Frank Martin, that shit's about to do fucking numbers. Way better numbers than this Ryan Garcia fight. And we know why. Because both niggas want to fight. Frank wants to fight because he getting that motherfucking bag and that opportunity. You know what I'm saying? And he's fucking well-minded, fucking smart nigga. He ain't no motherfucking no lame ass. I don't know why folks try to portray Frank Martin as some type of square or something, as somebody that's not serious. Nah, he a solid dude for real. So he already know what time it is. And Tank, you already know Tank is the one knockout artist. You know what I'm saying? Young fly nigga got all the tattoos and shit. All the bitches love him. All the niggas love him. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be a fucking movie. It's gonna be a movie. He gonna bring everybody out. He gonna bring the FBA fight fans out. He gonna bring out the Mexican fans. He gonna bring out everybody in between. It's gonna be a lit fight. But Ryan, he really, dropped the ball with this fucking Haney fight. This could have been something, but I don't know. It's like they forcing this shit on us. It's in New York and shit. It was supposed to be in like Cali or somewhere, Vegas. I could have took a Cali trip out there, nigga, and watch that fucking fight. I ain't going to New York. I'm sorry. Shout out to my customers in New York. I got a couple customers in New York, but I don't know, man. I can't see myself going out there for too long. Cause New York, y'all got some other shit going on. Y'all got the immigrant gangs out there. Y'all police trying to yoke niggas up and shit, choking niggas out. Got motherfucking rats. I not like rodents, bro. So you got rats running around the motherfucker. And I've been to New York before, so shout out to New York. But like, y'all just got a lot of other shit going on these days. Y'all mayor on some wild shit. He don't give a fuck about the citizens. It's just weird, bro. I ain't trying to go out there and get mugged by a nigga from a fucking different country. Police lock him up. They gonna put him back on the street the next day. I ain't trying to. Nah, I'm good on that. Shit should have been in like Cali or Vegas. Shit would have been nice. But still, it's still gonna be a good fight because it's good seeing Devin on display. It's good work. It's good seeing some good boxing. Like Mason, worth watching his fight. I watched his fight like it was the main event. Turned that shit the fuck off. Man, Mason, he did something where a dude he was fighting, he tried to jump in, and Mason like he seen that shit coming, so all he did was just throw a left hand down the middle, straight left, and that dude just ran into that punch and sat his ass the fuck down. And I'm like, man, young dude already got an IQ like that, to think like that, to know where to place his punch like that. Lets me know he's gonna be special for sure. Damn, what else y'all saying though? Yeah. Oh yeah. Like back to what the fuck I was saying. I feel like that curse is real, where niggas is talking shit about Devin Haney, and then they have the worst performance of their career. Not saying they necessarily lose, but it's looking shaky. Where it's like the stock don't roll from those fights. If anything, your stock, it actually it takes a little hit. Cause look at motherfucking Hitchin, Little Africa. He just went from talking about how Dev need a running back with Loma. Now niggas is laughing at him, talking about nigga, you need a running back with fucking Lamone. Nobody even noticed Lamone, nigga, and they talking about you got a running back with that nigga. Like, come on, bro. Niggas is already on the next level. Yo, that's not even close to that fucking level yet, bro. You haven't even touched the belt yet, and then nigga, they got you on fucking tape. Sounding like you fucking pussy, like you scared of fucking Matias and shit. Talking about some, yeah, he's a tough fight and all that shit. And I ain't ready, all that shit, nigga. Get your scary ass on, bro. We don't do that where we from, bro. And that's why we be looking. And I hate to be that guy, but that's why we be looking at him and be like, FBA niggas is kind of different from these niggas, man. Cause you ain't hearing nobody. You ain't hearing no Javante Davis or Devin Haney saying, "Oh, we scared of that nigga," or "We don't want to fight that nigga because a weight limit." Nah, nigga, we ain't saying that shit at all. Y'all niggas in the same weight class. He got a belt, nigga. If you want that shit, go get it. Stop acting like a bitch. For real. Said Devin don't deserve the hate. It's true. He don't deserve this fucking hate. Definitely don't. Said how you gonna get a gift from a guy named Lamone? Like, yeah, come on, Lemon, Lamone, Lemune, whatever the fuck his name is, nigga. You made that nigga. You made fans. You you you're the reason why he got new fans today. Because that man was testing your fucking chin. But you wanna have the nerve to talk about what Dev doing. Talking about what Dev doing. Dev, and y'all notice it's some like hate, some dirty ass back and hate ass motherfucking shit going on. Nigga, they see Dead Bill rocking, nigga, they moving smooth, nigga, they getting the money. Nigga, they got motherfucking Alicia Baumgartner in the camp. And I know, here's the thing, all these niggas be talking shit, but these niggas be on the timeline lusting over this woman, posting her picture talking about this bae, and all that. And then you got the nigga that y'all hate. Not just Dev, the nigga that y'all hate, Bill Haney. He got her under his motherfucking wing right now. And it's looking like undisputed champ of greatness. You know what I'm saying? The camp of greatness I'm at. Got Tony Harrison throwing slugs and shit. Like, come on, bro. You see the hate, man. You see where I'm going with this, guys. They not they don't like Dev. They don't like the position that he's in. They don't like the position his pops in. They don't like that shit, so they're jealous. That Richard Richardson and Shakur Stevenson, Jared Anderson are jealous. Jealous. Got these niggas fucking on slave contract deals. They see a young nigga moving from company to company. He going into meetings talking. They gotta talk to your motherfucking manager. The fuck? He is the manager, low key. Manager's the pops. I'm the manager too. CEO, we running that shit. Jared Anderson, Shakur Stevenson, and what's his name, Hitcherson, they not running the show. They don't pick and choose who they fight next. Dev get to pick and choose who he fight next. So I see why niggas is jealous. It's literally like the rap game. If you see a nigga moving like that, independently making bread while you stuck on a 360 deal, you'll feel a certain type of way too. Especially if you feel like you're better than that person. Now she becomes hated. You see, you got AB talking about some, yeah, that's why my homie was with you. And now you sound like a bitch, nigga. We don't do that shit in the Midwest. I'm sorry. I'm from the Midwest. AB from the Midwest, but that's some whole shit. We don't do that, nigga. He represent himself with that shit. We don't do no whole shit like that. Talk about what ladies is doing with other niggas and shit like that. That's not him. Like, you don't speak on that type of shit. Yeah. And she was with, and then you got all these lame ass and non-pussy getting ass niggas on Twitter talking about some, oh yeah, he exposed her. What you mean he exposed her? Who gives a fuck? It's not like you niggas is hit it. What the fuck? It's not like he hit right. But he's speaking on other niggas just on some weird shit. Like, bro, she's a female, you a dude. Of course, nigga, chicks like to hide their body counts, but goddamn, nigga, you sound like a hoe trying to expose her. What are you getting out of this? What are you gaining as a man with daughters? What you talking about? It's weird. I don't know. I'm just come from a different cloth. I don't do that type of shit. Never, ever in my life try to do no shit like that. AB, he remind me of one of them type of niggas where you chilling with a chick, y'all chilling with some chicks, and he start trying to flex and be like, yeah, no, I got a lot of money. Yeah, I robbed that nigga last week and took all his money. Yeah. I be having that shit around the chicks trying to flex and shit, or trying to play fight with the homie, trying to put the homie in the headlock in front of the hoes and shit. He had one of them type of niggas, gossiping ass nigga, like showing out for what? Because she came at you, bro. You could have hit her with anything besides that. But yeah, they looking at Dev. They looking at the motherfucking cap. You know what I'm talking about. Y'all know what I'm talking about. What are them type of niggas? Yeah. Remember I was with that nigga? Remember I robbed that nigga for 25,000, bro? Hell yeah. And I bought a Hellcat with the bread. Yeah. Lying his ass off around the hoes. Nah, real shit though. That's some weird shit. We don't do that shit, man. Uh, Ryan Garcia versus motherfucking Devin Haney, man. It's gonna be a decent fight, but niggas is going. I'm already ready for after the fight. I'm ready for niggas to say, "Oh, the fight didn't sell," and Dev isn't a draw, and Tank should fight Pitbull Cruz because 2 million, 4 million people viewed the YouTube highlight. Yeah, yeah. Says Shakur Loki, that type of dude as well. Like, come on now, yeah, you know. And then folks be like, "Oh, Art man, you just hate Shakur. You just hate Shakur." Like, bro, do you not see the shit that this nigga is doing, bro? Like, I be calling these guys out because it's like this. These niggas be on Twitter, social media, Facebook, whatever, and they be on some no snitching. We don't snitch. We ain't talking to the police. We ain't doing none of that snitching shit. But this nigga Shakur Stevenson team got motherfucking recordings, secret recordings of Bill that they dropping 4 years later, talking about some, yeah, nigga, we had you on film. Wait, hold on. When did that become cool? When did that become gangster, nigga? Like, what is that? You got secret recordings of me, nigga. Like, so you telling me all the times I'm talking to you, I gotta watch what I say because you record me, nigga, without my consent? That's some weird shit, nigga. I don't know. These niggas, I don't know. These new niggas is weird to me, but they rhyme with that shit. They rocking with it. That's the shit that they rocking with. But you said Cruz versus Matias. Yeah, that's a decent fight. But Matias. This is what I see. I see Matias fighting Liam Piro, right? And I see that fight actually being a competitive fight. But I feel like uh, he might get the W, same old fashion where they beat on him and then he end up putting some pressure on him. I feel like it's that, like, they might put some pressure on him and then he's gonna end up knocking that nigga out. And then after that, he's gonna fight Regis Prograis because Dev has to fight motherfucking what's that nigga's name? Sandor Martin, which is a cool fight. Devin been fighting elite level guys, or Ryan Garcia. They say he elite. He's been fighting elite level guys for quite some time. Champions, former champions. So him fighting Sandor Martin is a cool little fight. Stay busy, fight at 140. Still, stay disciplined. Get him out the way. And then after Matias fights Regis, the winner of that fight might be trying to call Dev out. Most likely it might be Matias because I feel like Regis, he gotta get a little slow in the game with the feet work. The footwork and all that shit. He might get clipped and stopped by Matias. So yeah, then niggas will be like, oh well, you see, Matias stop Regis. Then we want to see the Dev fight. Then you gotta look at it like that. I feel like they kind of spacing things out. They ain't just trying to rush things. But hopefully, Javante, Frank, they can say fuck all that and interrupt and say, hey, you know what? Fuck that. Winner fights the winner. But that's just wishful thinking. I don't think Javante don't want to fight Devin Haney. I really don't. Not because he's scared or anything like that. It's because they don't even want Showtime. Not Showtime. PBC. They don't. I feel like they don't want nothing to do with motherfucking Dev. They don't like Dev the way Dev basically act like he was going to Showtime and end up switching and going to the zone and then going to Top Rank and back to the zone. I feel like they feel a certain type of way about Dev. So I really don't see See that happening. Say you giving up on that fight. Yeah, I get what you're saying. Because when the time was ready for that fight to be made, that fight could have been happening right now. Tank didn't have to fight Frank Martin. He doesn't have to fight Frank Martin. And Devin Haney doesn't have to fight Ryan Garcia. They could have been fighting right now. The fight in June could have been Devin Haney versus motherfucking Tank. But the A side is the team that didn't want that shit to happen. The A side is the side who calls the shots. All fucking Tank could have did was call motherfucking Al. Say, set that shit up. Set it up. And I'm pretty sure if Tank was with it, Al would be with it. But nope. Nigga said, nah, I'm good. I'm about to get this Frank Martin fight. Now you man, I appreciate that fight, but if anything, if I wanted to be a real life Tank hater, I could be a Tank hater and be like, oh, that fight weak because motherfucking look at the last fight that Frank just had, and Frank not even a champion. He ain't never hold a belt. He started boxing late. Da da da. I could be that type of nigga, but I'm not, because I look at boxing totally different. Shout out to my dude. Like, man, like, these boxing fans, they so fickle. They be changing narratives every day, and they come at me and say I'm changing narratives. I'm doing this. I'm doing that. Nah, y'all niggas really the motherfucking perpetrators for sure. But yeah, I feel like that curse is real, and I feel like Tank, he ain't talking about motherfucking Dev. He ain't talking about Dev at all. And you know that Tank, he normally talks about everybody, bro. Everybody. But for some reason, after that Regis Progress fight, he wasn't talking about Dev. All he said was blame Snack. He didn't say, damn, that was good, that was impressive. He didn't say, damn, you were weak, you're soft, you can't crack. He just said, blame Snack. So that tells you Tank respects Dev's game. He know it. Yeah, but a lot of these niggas be hating. I don't know, little Africa, he gonna have to figure that shit out. He gonna have to run it back with Lamone. Shakur Stevenson, he about to fight the nigga that motherfucking Frank Martin just fought. It's crazy. It's not a bad fight, but is it really like a top-notch fight? A fight that niggas is willing to buy? Not saying pay-per-view, but just saying like as I'm like buying tickets to go. Shit. But I don't know. As much as niggas try to clown Dev and say Dev's this and Dev's that, and he don't sell and all that shit, the facts still remain. If you're not talking about who's the top tier when it comes to the money man under 147, if you ain't talking about Devin Haney, then you talk about some bullshit. Because it goes Tank, Dev, then I possibly say a Nui when it comes to who's getting that real paper, you know what I'm saying, in the boxing world. Say they ain't his hometown, no turn out. Probably, who knows? But he's at a point in his career where it's like, bro, you supposed to be doing like you supposed to have like a couple pay-per-view fights by now, bro. How Ryan Garcia got more pay-per-view fights than Shakur Stevenson? How the fuck Ryan got more pay-per-view fights than Shakur Stevenson? We done with the local and how local niggas from your high school coming up to your fights. We tired of that shit now, nigga. You supposed to be on your T-Mobile Arena, motherfucking everybody showing up and showing out to see who you about to fight, and it's about to be a turned up event. Shakur not even on that level yet, and that's crazy because he's been in this game for a minute. Yeah, and also, why is Jared Big Baby Miller fighting motherfucking, or not Jared Big Baby fighting 10 rounds still? Like, yeah, what's going on with that nigga? Like, you supposed to be fighting title fucking fights, bro. Like, and niggas talking about Danny the Boy is too much. It's a big of a step up fight for Jared Anderson. Like, nah, nigga, bro, step the fuck up. And that's why, what's his name, Danny the Boy. That's why he out here making a name for himself because he went through the gauntlet. Like, fuck it, yeah, he took a couple L's coming up. But niggas like, fuck it, you win some, you lose some. He know his place in this game. Now he's just rising. He said, shit, if I can't beat those top guys, well, I'm gonna beat these other top guys. And right now they looking like, damn, Danny the Boy might smoke Jared Anderson. And at first when Jared Anderson hit the scene, niggas was thinking like, oh shit, this young nigga, he mixing niggas up like a middleweight. He's supposed to be doing this thing, but I don't know, man. I really don't know. It's not my job to know. It's Top Rank gotta figure it out. Yeah, say he only 23. He 24 now. Talking about he only 23. Nigga, 23, 23, motherfucker, 22, 23 for motherfucking Mike Tyson, Devin Haney. Them niggas was already undisputed champions, nigga, beating up grown ass men. Now you talking about these niggas' opponents as old men and shit. Like, get the fuck out of here. First, the nigga too young, then the nigga too old. Like, the narrative's just like flip flopping. It's definitely flip flopping. Shit, Big Baby fits his name. It does. Unfortunately, it does. They call that nigga Big Baby, like, bro. And this nigga was on her fucking crying to his mama in her arms after going life and death with the motherfucking vet. The motherfucking vet. What's his name? What's that brother name? Ain't he from Florida? I think he's from Florida. What's that nigga name? Prince. The Prince Charles Martin. Yeah. That man was crying to his mama. He said, "Mama." He was treating motherfucking Prince Charles like he's motherfucking Vic Rames and Baby Boy. That nigga, he punched some motherfucking screws in his head. Had that man crying to his mama like, "Oh shit, mama, this shit's real." That man hit me. And if we want to be 1,000% honest, if that shit was a 12 rounder, Prince Charles probably would have stopped his ass. I swear I'm not capping. If that was a 12 rounder, Charles would have stopped his ass because it was like the last 20 seconds of the fight. And Prince Charles, he hit him like a good pop, good shot. Popped that man head back. Had that motherfucker looking crazy. And next thing you know, if that bell rang, they said, "Oh, okay." But after that, see how the competition going down. Top Rank know what they doing. Top Rank, they watch these fights just like us, and they see what they're doing. They're like, okay, that was a good fight, but that was way too close. We could have fucked around and had a PBC fucking substitute fight. Motherfucking beat our one of our top prospects. Hold on. Now they got him fighting niggas that's shelling up and shit. So me personally, I didn't watch the fight because I fell asleep. But from the information that I gathered, I gotta watch it. But from the information I gathered is that the guy didn't want to engage with Anderson like that. He didn't want to fight for real. Anderson was trying to fight him, but he wasn't trying to fight for real. Nigga, if you find somebody that's not trying to fight you for real and he's standing in front of you, you supposed to make sure that he never want to do this type of shit again. Cause you supposed to bang that body up when he starts dipping low to cover his body. You supposed to hit him with an uppercut overhand right, get him out of that high guard, make that nigga quit, or make the motherfucking ref say, "Oh, this nigga ain't throwing no punches back." It's over. But instead, these niggas playing today game. You talking about some? Imagine if Bud Crawford or Boots Ennis, Prime Earl Spence. Imagine they had an opponent like that that just sat there and just sat in their high guard. Ain't no need to imagine. I seen motherfucking Spence versus Van Heerden. Van Heerden tried to shell up on the ropes and just chill. Errol Spence start ripping that body up, taking that nigga ribs away. Start barbecuing them bitches. Supposed to get dude out of there. You say you feel like dude took a dive. Yep. Bro, these niggas need some. Look, Top Rank just be finding these niggas out of nowhere. And these dudes, they be needing checks. Like, these niggas be fucking chefs, cooks at your local IHOP. Niggas be fucking 40 plus find on these Top Rank cards against the young guys. Real shit. My bad. Say he's a cruiserweight champ, apparently. I ain't never heard of that nigga a day in my motherfucking life. I ain't never heard of that dude. So that's what's making me question him. Man, and that's why when you see guys like Jared Anderson in the game, and I hate to be a guy that's shitting on our guys in America, but it's like when you see dudes like that, man, you gotta really give Dev the utmost respect, thinking like, cause look how the way he's moving compared to these other niggas, man. Look how he's moving compared to these guys. These guys are on some funny, weird shit, bro. They talking about Dev can't punch. Bro, you got fucking heavyweights going all 12, but they talking about Dev can't punch. What are we talking about? Or, excuse me, going all 10. Heavyweights going all 10 rounds. And you talking about Dev can't punch and what Dev do. Y'all don't like Dev because of that. Nah, nigga, the hate for Dev is deep rooted. It's some other shit. Well, shit. Anyways, man, I gotta get out of here. I'm gonna go get me some food, man. Y'all stay blessed. Artmanapparel.com. Next week, we're doing a fight party for Ryan Garcia versus Devin Haney. That's just gonna be a classic. Shout out to Devin Haney. Shout out to all the boxers that's representing the sport the right way. Uh, ArtmanApparel.com for the best boxing merch in boxing.